Today is my first day at York High School. Kind of nervous. My parents and I just finished up a tour. They're just signing some more paperwork in the guidance office and main office. We're gonna see how this goes, and I have a feeling it's not gonna turn out too well.
So class, Maslow was a humanistic psychologist who came up with a hierarchy of human needs to explain the way that people affect their motivation. Can anybody tell me what the top tier of the pyramid is, James?
Annalise's hair? Oh, no. 4.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. You get a 0% for class participation today. Goodbye, students. Noob. Thank you.
So, they just threw a bunch of paper balls at me. That class sucked a lot. Guess that's just how things are gonna be at this school.
I'm Dr. Budstink. I'm a teacher here at York High School. I've been teaching for 30 years. It sucks. I'm a pretty good teacher. I love my students. I give them zeros. But it's okay. They're good students. They passed my class. They're fine. Help me.
So, guy, oh. It's just me and my carrots now.
Hey, are you that new new kid?
Yeah, did you just call me a noob?
No? What's your name?
My name is James. Nice to meet you.
I'm Annalise.
Hi, On October 3rd, she asked me what the date was.
Hey, what's the date?
October 3rd.
Noob? Yeah, I like to mess with people. It really fulfills me inside. It just fills my inner ness. Noob!
Let's take a look at James's brain anatomy. So this is his amygdala, the emotion controlling response of the brain. And in James's actual head, it would be about there. When James interprets a response, there are many, many different ways that his body actually brings about an emotional event. According to the James Lange theory, after James receives a stimuli, his body produces a response which then he recognizes as emotion. This is counteracted by the Cannon-Bard theory, where the emotional response and the bodily response happen at the same time. In Scatterner two-factor, There's a stimuli, a bodily response, and there has to be a cognitive appraisal of an emotion. This is because, according to the James Slayton theory, when there are different bodily responses, different emotions can have the same bodily response. For example, your heart pounding, that could be love or that could be fear, which is why you need to have the cognitive appraisal. Zhejiang said that bodily responses are completely out the window, and that after you receive a stimuli, you automatically sometimes jump to emotion. No bodily response required. This is why James might feel upset when he's at school and receives a stimuli, being called a noob, which he then appraises as an insult and then has the emotional response of distress.
Oh my god, dude.
Hi James, how are you doing today? What can I help you with?
I'm not doing too well. I've been experiencing a lot of stress. I just moved to a new school and I've been getting bullied a lot by this kid named Jacob. He's kind of the school bully and it's just really been stressing me out. It's been overwhelming me. I get flashbacks and stressed out whenever I go near somewhere that I was where I got bullied.
Okay. Do you feel like you're like constantly on edge? Maybe that you're anticipating something happening?
Yes, always. I have to be on defense. I'm worried somebody might come up behind me or something like that.
Okay. You haven't experienced this before.
This is really new. As soon as I moved here, it started to happen.
Okay. I think you may have PTSD. There aren't any medications that I can prescribe you without your parents being here, but if you want to schedule a different date to meet with me while your parents are here, we can definitely schedule a therapy to help you work through this. Moving to a new school, being bullied, people will say it's normal, it's not. This must really be taking a toll on your mind, James. I'm sorry that you've had to go through this.
Thank you, doctor. Until next time.
Yeah. Under a lot of stress right now. I mean, obviously. And there are many ways that stress can affect how you live in your daily life, especially with your motivation. Stress can motivate you in many ways, including when you were, like, as an ancestor, living in the wild. Having a lot of stress could have been a good thing because it allowed for your sympathetic nervous system to allow you to be more able to hunt or gather or whatever you needed. But in our modern day society, stress can have some serious consequences. Some of those consequences have been linked to psychophysiological illness, which is where your brain and your body are linked in this illness. So you don't actually have any physical symptoms, but you do get sick because of the stress in your mind. Psychoneuroimmunology is a study of how your mind and your immune system work together and the different disorders that can result in that. So some of those disorders are an increased chance of coronary heart disease and cancer. AIDS also a little bit intertwined there, but not as much. Coronary heart disease is very, very prominent in this field. It's where the blood vessels surrounding your heart actually get clogged because you're constantly under so much stress that they don't have time to essentially like a detox and drain out. So that's ways stress affects how you live. Coming out to group therapy today, everybody. I know it can be hard sometimes. Everybody at this table has PTSD, myself included. So this is a safe space. Why don't we go around and say how long we've been diagnosed and why we have PTSD. So I'll go first. I have PTSD. I've been diagnosed for 4 years, and the cause of my PTSD was when my 2-year-old son got leukemia, and he passed away.
I'm Rika. PTSD when I had ice cream and I projectile vomited during my presentation and people laughed.
Business presentations are hard, but it's okay.
Hi, I'm Esther. I was diagnosed 10 years ago. I was part of a plane crash, and now I have an extreme fear of heights.
Hey, I'm Annalise, and I was diagnosed when I was like 13, I think, and I just had a really traumatic experience as a kid, and so every time James makes an advance on me, it brings back my PTSD. So I'd really like him to stop.
I'm Abraham. I'm Herschel, and we fought in the Civil War. Yeah, about maybe a century or two ago. We still haven't been fixed, I guess.
Wow. Thanks for coming out today.
Okay.
I've been bullied at my high school that I just moved to. It's been really hard. I haven't made any friends. Well, one, but he's not that good. My high school bully calls me a noob.
Okay, yo, stop laughing. We're here to support James.
I think I can get through if I just stay calm and stick with my friends. Everything will be okay.
Actually, only had one friend.
Oh no. Hey, you noob. There.
What's your problem with me?
I don't have a problem. Well, but you are a noob here, and you wear like really crappy clothes, and your shoes are really weird. And let's see, you drive a really stupid car. You always bring your textbooks around. I've seen
Hey,
this
man,
really
what's your
weird-
problem? What's your deal? Why do you have to be so rude all the time?
Because my parents are divorced, and my dad's a taxi driver, and my dog died, and I just hate my life. It's so horrible. You're just so perfect. How?
Hey, it's okay.
No, it's not.
It's okay. It's okay, man.
I've never been shot before in my life.
Yes, we can. You guys want to play Monopoly? Oh, Monopoly. Let's do it. Yeah.
Woo! Deep!
You're still a noob. Yeah, high school's pretty hard, but I think I've got a new friend now, and it's gonna get a lot easier. Things are looking up. Let's stay positive.
So, James is still a noob, but he's okay. I mean, I guess he's like my first actual friend. Not really sure. It wouldn't really matter anyways, because I'm failing all of my classes. I'm going to be staying here another year. Most of the teachers hate me. It's going to suck. I need to find someone else to become.
So a key difference between motivation and instinct is that motivation, it doesn't it's not pervasive across, it's not pervasive across. You get a 0 and you get a 0. Good job, James. You got 100.
Hey, you need food?
No.
What was that you just knocked off your desk?
What did I knock off my desk?
That box. That thing.
There was no box on my desk.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum.